I'm going to read you two hypothetical news headlines about crime in Cincinnati. Keep in mind, both of these statements are completely true. Number one, homicides in Cincinnati are up about 2.5% compared to this time last year. Number two, homicides in Cincinnati are down 37% compared to this time last year. How could these both be true when they seem completely contradictory? I'll tell you how, but first, I'm Becca Costello, journalist at Cincinnati Public Radio. We've been hearing a lot of skepticism lately about the numbers related to crime that the city puts out. So I wanted to know, how does the Cincinnati Police Department collect, analyze, and report that data, and how can we as residents and journalists understand that information better? First of all, crime data is complicated, it's easy to misunderstand, and it can be manipulated to tell a certain story. We usually hear really broad statements like crime is up or crime is down. But how useful is a statement like that? I talked to Cincinnati Police Assistant Chief Matthew Hammer. Here's his perspective on that.
You will never hear, news reporting that says sickness is up. Well, in my mind, that's the equivalent when we say crime is up, right? Of course, like the public's questions are going to be, well, what kind of sickness and who specializes in that and what are we doing about it? And until we get to a more specific conversation about a particular virus or illness or disease, we really can't answer those following questions.
Here are some questions you can ask next time you hear someone say crime is up or crime is down. Number one, what kind of crime are we talking about? The biggest increase in crime could be break-ins to cars, for example. But if you don't own a car, that doesn't really affect you. Number two, ask what part of the city are we talking about? Is this a citywide number? If so, what does that actually tell you about how safe your neighborhood is, or a neighborhood that you want to visit? Even a neighborhood-specific statistic, like let's say crime is up in Walnut Hills, doesn't necessarily tell the whole story. Most violent crime especially happens in really small hotspots, and we're talking like one city block. Next question, is a percentage the best way to look at this change? A 200% increase might sound like a lot, and it might be. It also might just mean one or two more offenses. If a news article or a video you're watching on social media doesn't have all the context you need to really understand the crime statistic, you can actually find out for yourself. Here's how. Cincinnati Police has a team of 7 crime analysts. Their entire job is to look at the numbers of reported crime and help police understand how they can prevent it. You can see weekly reports that are published publicly online. Here's what one of those reports looks like. This report includes data through July 26th. It also includes the answer to how those two seemingly contradictory statements at the beginning of the video can both be true. Over the last 28 days, there have been 5 homicides in Cincinnati. During the same 28-day period in 2024, there were 8 homicides. That means 37.5% fewer homicides compared to this time last year. Now look at the year-to-date number. That's from January 1st to July 26th, 2025. There have been 41 homicides in Cincinnati. From January 1st to July 26th, 2024, there were 40 homicides in Cincinnati. That means 2.5% more homicides compared to this time last year. But keep in mind, we're talking about one more incident. To recap, here are the questions that you should be asking anytime you hear someone say crime is up or crime is down. Number one, what kind of crime are we talking about? Number two, what part of the city are we talking about? And number three, is this percentage increase or decrease potentially misleading? Check out WVXU.org. You can find links to where you can find these police reports that are published weekly. They also do neighborhood-specific reports every week, and you can see that on a much more granular level. Let me know what questions you have about crime in Cincinnati, and we'll see if we can find the answers.